Baseball. It is said it's just a game. True. And the Grand Canyon's just a hole in Arizona.
Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
Don't tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
From a save in Game 7. Bird into center. Springer says he's got it. The Houston Astros win the pennant.
Loaded bases, that's my motivation. Feeling lucky, we should go to 2018 motor transportation. Got me feeling over anxious like a home invasion. My dough inflated and I'm more creative. Signed a couple big deals, but it's no parading. See, it's a couple every generation that wasn't supposed to make it out with the code, the matrix. When they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds that they strengthen all the stolen greatness. We used to at the mobile station. Full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated through negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with afraid to bait me. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration. It's on my neck like 80s. West Side Slauson Ave, know my demonstration. Born and raised, y'all affiliated. It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bases, I'm gon' Willie Mason. Yeah.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run.
1
From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. James Shields will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. And now the White Sox will have his terrific wheels at first to contend with right out of the chute.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Before the pitch, a move by Shields. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Gene Segura standing in. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Delmonico waits on it. He's got it one away. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster D. Gordon. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
So a runner at first with one out now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
Steal.
And now they've got him in a rundown. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll tag him out in the rundown.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Thompson's under it. And that's the third out. Good top of the first inning there for James Shields. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. James Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Yohan Moncada. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, man, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Set to get his day started, Yolmer Sanchez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Paxton's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You want to talk about setting a tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 0-2 once more. To third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Still no score. Here's Nelson Cruz now.
Leading off for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Popped high in the air. Sanchez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pushed softly over toward the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Stopped on the slide by Cano. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Ready now for the White Sox, Tim Anderson. From the stretch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. Delmonico gets his lead at first, nobody out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Next will be the designated hitter, Matt Davidson. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging. The 1-2. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Davidson becomes out number 2 this inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Ready with the 0-1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. White Sox leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Next for Seattle, Ben Gamel, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First delivery to him on the way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Not every ball is going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Set to get his day started, Mike Zunino. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Steal. Runners on the move for second. A step off, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Delmonico waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So stepping in, Dan Vogelback. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Drilled to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Gordon.
Here's D. Gordon now, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Seattle. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Up next for Chicago, Omar Narvaez, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tapped up the first baseline, but it gets fouled. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Ready now, Adam Engel. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he misses with it. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Swinging a soft liner. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cano waits on the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. but this will get foul for strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Popped him up. Abreu is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
How about it? Designated hitter, Nelson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nelson Cruz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a drive by Cruz. Deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. Home run number 5 on the year as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he was 0 in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Hit well again down the right field line. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Well, you just don't see that too often. Back-to-back dingers on back-to-back pitches. I mean, that's kind of a definition of instant offense, if you ask me.
How about it?
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Seattle leads this one 2-0. Ready for another chance? Yolmer Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Here's a high pop-up. Vogelback is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 30.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Paxton has his sign. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Hit hard up the middle. And the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. A man left for the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Ben Gamble, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Moncada has it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. This ball will be chopped foul. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Dan Vogelbach is next, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. And that is off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this, as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Hey, Dan, you execute a pitch right there, you bury something in, and he's able to drive it down the line, and it hits the bag. Couldn't go foul for you?
Oh, I tell you, you know what? That's one of the bad breaks if you're a pitcher right there. That ball's an inch a little bit further. That's a foul ball down the line. Instead, it hits the bag, and now there's traffic on the bases.
He's set, and the pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
The batter, number 2.
Gene Segura standing in, and they're runners at the corners now. Before the pitch, a move by Shields, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Runner's breaking for the plate. Pitch swung on and missed. And they'll put the tag on him here, and your guess is as good as mine as to what that was all about. But I do know this. The inning is over. Mariners leave 1. They're up 2-0.